What up, Dokkaners? Happy holidays. Hopefully you guys are having a safe and wonderful holiday season with your families. Wanted to do a quick video reminding you of some things that you should be preparing for right now for a possible Super Vegeta Dokkan Festival come the new year. Because when we hit 2022, after the New Year step up, we'll be hitting the ground running with new Dokkan festivals and all of that. Even though the holiday season will end, Dokkan will live on and continue. So to better prepare, I want to do this video to talk about what you should be doing right now to be ready. It's not just about saving stones, because that's obvious. You got New Year's Step Up, you got whatever summons you're looking forward to in the future. Probably some of you guys are now looking forward to the future Gohan for the Android Saga, since Global or JP just had all that. But there's more. There is more, I promise you. I'm not going to talk about the New Year's Step-Ups or the Christmas thank you tickets. That stuff goes without saying, plus I've done other videos talking about that. I don't want to keep rehashing the same stuff. Today's video is about something entirely different. So let's take a look at the Dokkan Festival Vegeta campaign. Because on this campaign, it's not just about saving up for these units. Which, by the way, we'll just quickly take a look at the banner. If you are interested in this banner, you not only have the Super Vegeta and the second form Cell to contend for, but you've got a bunch of other really good units, especially Broly. So the number one thing you could be doing, aside from the current campaign, like doing Extreme Super Battle Road, maybe no item runs, getting those tickets or what have you, you could start preparing and getting those Dokkan Festival medals, or Dokkan event medals, I should say, for the units that you care about. Let's just say, for example, you want the Broly. You're going to need 77 medals of that event. You can jump into the game right now and run that event. Depending on what day it is, the event will be available, it will not be. But because you've got so much time, you don't have to put in the grind to do this every single, all in one go. That's kind of the annoying thing about this, right? Like when I summon for a new unit, as soon as I finish, I'm cranking out that Dokkan event 11 times to get multiples of 7, enough to get 77 or 70 or 120 or whatever it is. Doing all that at once is kind of annoying. It's better to just have it all ready to go, right? And even if you don't think you're going to be summoning for the banner, maybe you don't think you're going to get the unit, eventually you'll get the unit, and it's going to be a lot better to just have those medals ready, instead of then, once you summon the unit, to then go back and say, okay, is the event available? Do I have to use keys? Do I have to waste stamina? I don't want to waste stamina because I want to use my stones for summoning. It's just a lot better to be prepared early, and you can throw on a couple of events every single day, maybe 2 or something like that. Give yourself a nice little window to do this. You don't have to do it all at once. You can take your time with it. So that's the number one thing you could obviously be doing. You got Broly, you got Bojack, you got Beerus, you got Transforming Vegeta, a lot of good stuff. But it's not even just that. Let's take a look at the rest of the campaign. New category, Kai's and all that, blah, blah, blah. The Legendary Vegeta event will surely be dropping along with this event. I highly doubt. There's no way that they're going to move this. Like, lately, Global has been so weird. They've been changing the schedule for so many things, but it would make absolutely zero sense for them to release the Legendary Vegeta event on a time other than the Dokkan Festival Vegeta campaign. That would be absurd. So, assuming that this will be showing up as well, this is probably the biggest thing you could be preparing for right now. Because if we look at this, standard progression, right? Escalation event, 8 rounds, 7 rounds. You've got the final form being Royal Blue. You can't dodge, but he can. He'll probably be much stronger than the GT Goku. I haven't seen any gameplay of this on JP because I want to go into this completely fresh. So I'm assuming this is going to be tougher. So the thing you should be doing right now is checking to see how your categories are looking for the category missions. Attained Evolution isn't yet in Global, so it's a little bit tougher to do this in-game. You'll have to consult the Dokkan Wiki to see the category itself and then maybe compare and see what units you have. So if you don't want to focus on this one right now, I would understand, but you could just cross-reference and see if you've got the Transforming Gohan, Goku, you got the Nuke Blue Vegeta, you got the Nuke Blue Goku, a lot of good units here that can stack, and since this is a Legendary Goku event, stacking is the name of the game, right? But you have all of these other categories, so what you should be doing, folks, is going through these categories and seeing if you have the necessary pieces to put these teams together, because if you do or you don't, that can actually be a great thing to do to check and see what units you care about in the next couple of banners. That can also influence your coin expense. If you've got 800 red coins, you have 2 units that you could possibly purchase. Would one of them potentially be one of the necessary pieces for one of these categories? Could it be something else? Could this influence what particular banners you're going to be looking out for? New Year's Step Up is coming up too. There could be another category unit that you're most definitely looking forward to. So there's a lot more that you can do just simply by knowing what categories you need to work on and which ones you don't. So I highly suggest you guys do this, and if you really don't know how good the team is, take it into the Legendary Goku event. Test it out against the GT version, which is the more difficult one, or the original one, which is a lot easier at this point compared to the GT one. But both are good ways to provide a litmus test for your category to see, okay, this team can get it done. Might have to use this item here, this item there. So for example, I'm going to quickly show you some of the teams that I put together real quickly for this. I'm not going to go into too much depth because that's going to be saved for another video. But this is Worthy Rivals. You got Piccolo as the lead. Otherworld Warriors with Frieza as the lead. This is Siblings Bond with Go Bros as the lead. Joined Forces with Blue Dudes as the lead. And Powerful Comeback with Royal Blue Vegeta. I don't think I did... what am I missing here? Gifted Warriors, maybe? Yeah, I think I got rid of Gifted Warriors to fit that. Okay, let's see. Gifted Warriors. Let's do that real quick. Gifted. Okay. Gifted Warriors. I don't know. Let's do Goten and Trunks then. Sure. This is not the team I'm going to use, but probably. Gifted Warriors, so Goten, Trunks. Cool. I don't know. Nuke Vegeta. This guy. I don't know. That guy, you know? There you go. There's the team. If I want to try that out, I'll put that team together, jump into the Legendary Goku event, and that'll tell me if I'm on the right track or not. So if you guys haven't done that, make sure to do this. Actually, I'm sure a lot of you haven't. And I feel like this is a pretty good idea to do right now, because what else are you going to be doing? Run through the Legendary Goku event. You might have a bunch of excess stamina, but maybe you just don't want to do any link level grinding. Jump into a new event, or an old event, with a new team. That adds a challenge and reinvents the game in a way that you probably weren't expecting. Looking back at the campaign, other than the Legendary Vegeta event, there are also other things you could be doing. We've got this Androids in Action story event that's going to be coming back soon. And with this, we're going to be getting the EZA for the Yardrat Goku, who turns into a Super Saiyan in his Dokkan Awakening, as well as the Android 18 that can be purchased from the Incredible Gem Shop. Both of these units, post-EZA, are extremely good. The Yardrat Super Saiyan Goku is among one of the better free-to-play units in the game. Post-EZA, his counters are really good because he gains significant damage reduction, which is going to be great for free-to-play Super Battle Road, Legendary Goku event in certain capacities, other events, Dokkan events, and whatnot, so he's a really good unit. Android 18 becomes an incredibly good support for androids. Androids is relevant right now because Extreme Super Battle Road. Some of you are still struggling on those events, so the more free-to-play options you have, the better. You definitely want to be working on this as well. That EZA will surely drop at the same time since it does pertain to the theme of the Dokkan Festival, Android Cell Saga. So it would not make sense for them to skip this. This one they probably might skip. Knowing Global, they have to skip something or mess with the schedule a little bit more. They'll probably move this out, but even if they didn't, this is probably one event you don't really have to prepare for ahead of time because you can simply farm out the copies needed for this Kid Gohan literally in its own event. You don't have to do this ahead of time. Although you could farm out his Kid Gohan SA dupes in other places. If you're really bored, I guess you could do that, but it's not necessary. There's plenty of other stuff to do. Check this out. We've got the Majin Vegeta Extreme Z battle that's going to be dropping soon with this, and when that happens, maybe you don't have the unit yet. Maybe you potentially want to do a summon for the Extreme Z Legendary Summon. If you do, and you want that Majin Vegeta and you get him, how are you going to build the unit? Well, you're going to need the medals to do so. Let's actually find it. Where is it? Right here. Majin Vegeta at the SSR form needs 7 medals from the Hero Extermination event Majin Vegeta. This is an old unit, so his TUR to get to the LR requires 21 medals from 5 different Dokkan events. This one's kind of annoying, but again, you've been given the gift of time because I'm giving you this video so early. You could run through all of these Dokkan events at your leisure over the next couple days or couple weeks, and by the time this unit eventually shows up with his EZA, you might be ready with those medals, and if not, you might be a couple runs off, which is going to be a lot better than having to do all of this at once when you get the unit. Or maybe you have that spare dupe with SA5 or SA4 and you want to save yourself some Kais, you're going to have to get this TUR to the LR level anyway. So you might as well do this during the time that you have to spare. Other than the Majin Vegeta, there is one more Easy 8 that did drop during this campaign for JP, and that is the 5 Peppy Gals. They all awaken using the same triple heart medal that can be found from this Magical Fighters story event. And what's great about this Magical Fighter story event is that it's actually available right now in Global Dokkan during this current campaign. If we check the Snowy Adventure campaign, scroll all the way to the bottom right here, this event is currently available, and it's going to be available until the 2nd of January. I don't know if it's going to be extended after that. It could, it may not, but you should be working on this event because this has a lot to offer, because not only do those 5 Peppy Gals get EZAs from awakening from this event, but other units get it as well. Let's actually jump back here. You can use Peppy Gals and Universe Rival Saga, and there's a healthy cross-section of both of these categories, so you can effectively double your drop rate pretty well with these two categories put together. Universe 6 girls, Universe 2 girls, you're going to be running through this no problem. Stage 4, right here. And if you look at the Dokkan previews, look at all of the units that awaken using that triple heart. 15 Peppy Gals all gain their awakenings using this heart right here, this medal. So you're going to have a lot of things to be farming out right here. You've also got Koei and Margarita. I don't know if they're going to drop on Global at the same time. Their double rates banner does drop during this. I don't know if Global's going to get that. This might be pushed back to later, but whenever they do show up, you might want to get those medals ready. So a lot of things to be done right here. If you haven't farmed out the, what are their names? Kakunsa and Rosie, you definitely want to get those done. These two units are insanely good for the Legendary Vegeta event. For the Legendary Goku event GT Edition, Space Traveling Warriors, these two units are among the best free-to-play options you could possibly run. It is very easily done to beat that event with these two units on that category. So, more homework. More work. I shouldn't say homework. That's a poor choice of words. It's not homework. It's just responsible Dokkaning, and this is going to take you no time at all. I'm telling you. I think this is the only event in the game that gives you the cross-section of these two categories where you can double up on your drop rates. It's really fast. I'm telling you, it's insanely fast. You drop an Oolong support memory, you also use a boost here, you're going to be getting like 50 medals in one go or something crazy. So I think that's it. Looking at this Dokkan event, or this Dokkan Festival campaign, I think, yeah, that's pretty much it. That right there, that's a lot of stuff. So if you're like me, looking at your game right now, and you've got 245 stamina, wondering, what am I going to do? Am I really going to be sitting here farming links all day? I got family over. Well, I don't, but you guys might have family over. You might have to go watch a movie or something like that. Quickly burn that stamina by doing some of the events that I talked about. Or just prepare your teams for the upcoming Legendary Vegeta event. See, Dokkaning responsibly is a lifestyle. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like down below. Let me know in the comments, out of those categories that I listed, powerful comebacks, gifted warriors, joined forces, worthy rivals, etc., which category do you feel right now you could demolish the Legendary Vegeta event with? Name the one category that you were most confident about. Let me know in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more Dokkan content in the future and click the notification bell so that you let YouTube know you want to see more of my stuff. Do it! Thanks again, stay tuned, and always remember to Dokkan responsibly.